Hey there. So in this lesson, I'm going to talk to you a little about SEO. So what exactly is SEO? SEO is, of course, search engine optimization, but what does that actually mean in respect to you writing your blog content? So the first and most important thing you need to keep in mind when deciding what to write about, like what topic to make a blog post about, is what search query is it satisfying? And so, we have social media, we have Pinterest, and we have all these different places that we can share a blog post. That's very taxing on your time. It's very exhausting, right? You're constantly sharing. When you stop sharing, you don't get any traffic. SEO helps you not have to do that. And so in order to get your content found in a Google search, your content needs to basically answer a question, satisfy a search query. So when someone goes to Google and types something in, that is the search query. I mean, they could be looking for a recipe for enchiladas. So if you do recipes and you do one for enchiladas, then yours could come up. But if they're searching for stuff that's more specific to faith, such as, how to do a Bible study, Bible verses about loss and grief, Bible verses about, to help a mother who's lost a baby, all of these things are search queries. We go to Google to seek answers, right? Google is like our gatekeeper of answers. And so when someone types in a search query, they are seeking some type of answer. Now that answer could, like I said, just be a recipe for enchiladas, but it could be more practical, like how to do a topical Bible study. It could be something more specific, like printables for toddlers, Bible verse coloring pages, encouragement for moms who feel overwhelmed, right? These are all things they're typing in, and what they are expecting is some kind of answers. And it's not necessarily a question versus answer, but you're providing a response to the query that they typed in. So you're satisfying their search query, right? And so it's important that you understand that your blog cannot just be about you sharing, like it's not a diary. Now there are people who like use their blog to keep track of a journey, say a journey from addiction to being drug-free or alcohol-free, or maybe a weight loss journey. But in that content, when you're sharing your part of the journey, you still must figure out the search query that's being satisfied, like how to lose weight, or foods to eat that are low carb, or things like that, if it was a weight loss type blog, right? So again, and I say this with love, you can't write about just your life, like this is what I did last summer, see what I think about this or that, because frankly nobody cares. Like nobody is going to Google to search for what Leanne thinks about something, what Leanne's me, if you didn't know that, what Leanne did on her summer vacation. Now, if it was summer vacation, they might be, asking questions, what to do in Florida when you're visiting Disney, other things to do besides the Disney park. That's what I did on my vacation, right? So if I'm writing about that, I still have to answer the thing that they would actually be going to Google to ask. And so that is the most profound, fundamental thing that you must understand about SEO. And once you get that, it's really not that difficult. Too often, we just write about whatever we think God has put on our heart to share with others. And I always say, like, when God put something on your heart, he didn't say, make a blog post out of this, right? A lot of those daily promptings that you get from God, just like you feel inclined to share a specific prompting from the Holy Spirit, that's really meant for you to share on social media. That's meant for you to share with your email list, because social media and email are right now. If you share it on social media, anyone who sees it when you published it, they're going to see it right then and there. But a week from now, it's gone. Like, unless they're trolling you or stalking you, they're not going to go back to your feed and find that post. So therefore, after you've shared it on social media, it goes dead. A blog post, however, is not meant for today. I mean, yeah, you might share it on social media today, but in reality, a blog post is meant for 4 to 6 weeks from now at the earliest, right? That's how long on average it would take to get indexed. to where when somebody does a search query, yours could possibly come up in the results. And so when you keep that in mind, those intimate kind of personal things that you want to share, that it's really meant for your audience in a more personal way, and that's where social media and email. But for your blog content, you got to think of that as sort of like bait, which may not sound very like nice, but this is the content that's going to go find your people, the people that God has prompted you to help, to serve through your ministry. Is found, literally they find you. You don't find them. They find you because they go to Google, type in a search query, your content comes up on page 1, they click through and they end up on your blog, and then hopefully sign up for your email, follow you on social media and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, you still have to satisfy their search query. And so everything we're going to talk about in this free course is going to be, of course, base level. I do have a paid course that goes like really deep into each of these and walks you through the steps of getting it set up on your own site. But it all comes back to satisfying the search query. So in the next lesson, we're going to talk a little bit more about keywords, what that means, how to figure out what your keyword is, to help you understand how to formulate a blog post that actually serves a search query. All right, I will see you in the next